as both of these receivers are going to make perfect blocks, making this basically a two-man screen with my receivers acting as blockers. On the first block there, you can see, or 86 rather, he makes the perfect block on the safety or the linebacker. I'm not really sure what that is. And then this tight end here gets out on the cornerback, seals that block, and I'm just walking in for an easy touchdown. All the zone defenders get cleared out by the other two routes, leaving this guy wide open for a very easy catch in between the zones. But it has the exact same effect against man coverage, as these spin dig routes just get wide open outside every single time. If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, reliable coins for your college football 25 team, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. The champ is here! Welcome back, Money Team. This is Mad Money Shot, snipping up the college cheese as always. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys another response to a comment that I recently got in my comment section where people were asking for top 5 plays to use in the red zone, or the best plays to use in the red zone. And I'm going to be showing you guys this out of my North Texas offensive ebook, but I'm going to try to stick to common concepts that you can use in just about any single playbook. But before I do, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, and let me know in the comment section, because this is the third video in the last week and a half that I've done videos based off of topics you guys have given me in the comment section, as you guys are giving me a lot of good insight on what you guys are looking for. Other than that though, if you guys need more help, more money plays, I break down red zone plays and other plays like this in all my ebooks. So if you want to check that out, click links in the description or the top pinned comment to download them instantly. Now on this first play, we're going to focus on the deep red zone. I'm just going to pick a random play here to show you guys. We're going to focus starting from about the 10. The red zone technically starts at about the 20, but at this point it's still pretty deep passing. I would say once you get inside the 10-yard line, that's when you're going to want to start going for the actual end zone. Don't wait till you get too close, because the closer you get, the tougher it gets to actually score against most defenses. So let's go, let's back out and let's pick a play based off the 10-yard marker, as I think one of the best concepts to use in the entire game is just a simple out route. So it's best to do it from a spread formation, but I'm going to show you guys the difference between a spread formation and a tight formation like I'm going to show you here. So we're going to pick the bench, as this is a very common concept in on defense. I'm just going to pick random play. I'm going to be going against Ohio State on Heisman difficulty, the best defense in the game. So I have an obvious disadvantage here. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win. I'm pretty sure that I said Ohio State was going to win before the season even started in an earlier video, so I'm going to stick with my pick. As far as this route concept goes, one of the best routes to use in the red zone that beats just about every single defense is a simple out route, especially at a 10-yard depth. Which I'll go up a little bit deeper here, make it like an 11-yard depth just to get in the end zone. But this is one of the best routes to use. It's not one of the best routes to use, though, when it comes to the leverage that I currently don't have. If I run it from here, that cornerback has outside leverage. He's going to keep it throughout the entire play. So that's not going to work, because I want to get to the outside. That's why I'm on a hash mark here, because typically you want a lot of room to the outside. But if I motion this guy out, now he's going to have outside leverage. You can also see how the cornerback drops back, giving me the ability to get to the outside, which I wouldn't have if I come out in a typical spread formation. If I try to make an adjustment from here, if I try to make an out route adjustment, it's only a speed out route option at this point, which is not as good, because the speed out route kind of rounds the route. It's not bad if that's the offense you're using, but you can see how he gets outside of that very easily. He's going to get outside of that against just about any defense in the game. The only defenses, they're coming out in a prevent for some reason, but the only defense that this route won't beat is going to be cover 2 man or zone. Man, it can beat still, depends on what happens in the press animation, but cover 2 zone is typically going to shut this down. That's really the only defense that shuts this down, and nobody really runs cover 2 zone. So if somebody's running like a cover 6 or cover 9, you just have to identify which side is the cover 2 side and go to the cover 4 side. It's really that simple. So just find the cover 4 side. But other than that, this will be just about every single defense in the game. On this play here, you can see how once again the cornerback drops back. Like I said, if I wanted to make a speed out route adjustment, say I have a spread formation, I don't have the ability to do it from a slot receiver or from closer, this is not bad, and I'll show you how this looks, as this will win 9 times out of 10. But that might have just been the fact. I mean, we're running against a prevent defense. Maybe that's why they did that. I'll do it one more time just to see how this route works. As here you can see we're in a cover 5 now, or we're in a cover 2 now. So I know that this route, either whether it's the speed out route or the corner route's not going to work. As you can see, he sits right underneath it. Although we do have a bit of a window, but realistically we don't. So like I said, anytime that the cornerback is 5 yards off, like he was on that play, you know you're not going to get it. Here he drops back. The motion is very helpful. Like I said, I want to try to run a speed out route one time to success to show that it does have success. But we'll do that one more time just to see if it does work out. As you can see, he rounds it. It's still a pretty decent route. It's just not, in my opinion, I didn't get as much separation. I find that the corner, or the out route is better than the speed out route. We'll go ahead and run an actual corner route this time, as it looks like we're getting a lot of cover threes or cover one mans. It really doesn't seem to notice. But like I said, to me, that time the ball got knocked out. So it's really a speed out. It's really up to you. If you want to run a speed out route or an out route, they both seem to do well, as I'm getting a lot of man coverage or cover one mans or cover threes. You can see this time I run it underneath. I think that might be why I like it a little bit more. The next play, we're going to try to move a little bit closer and focus on plays from like the 5-yard line, which is I think the area that people have most issue with. And I'm going to go with a formation from that I'm going to be showing in some gameplay pretty soon, the slot left stack. I already showed this play in a top 5 unstoppable plays video, and that play is the RPO alert speed out, as this is one of the better RPO plays in this formation, but there's really a lot of really good RPO plays. I also have the option to run a PA jailbreak screen, which is very similar, although that doesn't have an actual run option. So we're going to pick that. We're going to continue to pick random on defense. So this is another play, just like we had before, where we have a speed out route with the tight end here. And if I want to, I can motion him out. You can see right here, motioning him out is going to be a good option once again. And I also have the option to custom stem this, which you don't always have when it comes to speed out routes. So I'm going to custom stem it right to the 5-yard mark, right to the goal line. Because one thing I noticed about this play is you got to get this ball out quick, or else it's going to auto handoff. But we have that option. I'm not going to spend too much time on that option based on the fact that we already know that speed out routes and out routes beat every defense in the game except for cover 2. I just went over that in the last play. So to have this on an option play is going to be really good. I'm going to focus on the other side and the actual run play itself, because this is going to be something that we already went over. So basically, if I have a light box, which isn't typical when you're close to the goal line, but if you have a light box like here, we have a gap where I could try to run it up the gut here and try to punch it in. As you can see, we actually have the ability right there to run it on the ground. Anytime you run it on the ground, take that. That's probably the easiest way to do it. But we also have a bubble screen, which is going to be something that only really works against zone. And this particular play looks like a man, but you can tell that by watching the defender in front of the X receiver. If he drops down like he did right here right away, I got to hand it off, or I got to throw it to the other side, which is going to be the better man side anyway, which is going to be the speed out route. So like I said, set this play up by motioning this guy out, custom stem it to the distance that you need. You can see here the cornerback drop back. I mean, that's easy money right there. I don't even have to, I just want to custom stem that at small increments. You can do 5-yard increments or 1-yard increment. Get him right to that edge there and just dump it out there to get to that tight end who dropped it, because obviously maybe that tight end's not that great. But this is pretty much the play. And then I also have this bubble screen, which I haven't hit yet, as we'll go ahead and we'll try to hit that one time. Well, he did a pretty good job there. That almost looked like a man coverage. Like I said, you just have to watch the defenders in front. If they drop down, like here, he dropped down enough that I can't really make that throw. I got to make a better decision, because here I can't help but notice that once he gets up the field, it gets even easier to get inside the end zone. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe I was throwing the ball a little bit too fast. Going to do that one more time. Like I said, this guy here, he's playing it close, but you can see when I throw it a little bit later, I am getting better animations and I am getting up the field for more of a catch and run one play, catch and run touchdown there. So I went ahead and I switched over to Georgia, because there's going to be 2 plays that I'm going to show you guys from this formation here, the deuce close. The first play that I'm going to show you guys is a play that I put out a lot of gameplay videos from, and that's the halfback swing. Now, this is another play that has this speed out route, although on this particular play I cannot custom stem that route. I can't custom stem the X receiver, but I can motion him out if I want to. A lot of times this will drop the cornerback far enough away that I could steal that once again. As you can see, he just drops that right into the area that I need it to be. Very easy play. But I also have the Y receiver here, which is a good man beating route. I don't know if I'll get an opportunity to take this, but you can see how that could be a potential touchdown as well, adding one more route to the concept. That's probably a little bit better against man, but the speed out route's probably a little bit better against man as well. So that basically makes the left side man and the right side zone. If it's a zone coverage, a lot of times this running back here in the flat is going to be a very easy catch and run play for about 5 yards or more. And that's because you can see how the blocking diagram sets up, as the B receiver here, the A receiver are going to do a very good job of blocking the 2 zone defenders in that area. And that's pretty much the play. Left side man, right side zone. It's really that simple. The zone concept over here, though, only works as well as the blocking, because you see on that play, the receiver's not really picking up any blocks either time. I thought I could get to the edge and basically run that in. But let's go and do this one more time. Like I said, there we get the perfect blocking structure. That was what I really need this play to be every single time. Let's watch the replay, as both of these receivers are going to make perfect blocks, making this basically a 2-man screen with my receivers acting as the blockers. On the first block there, you can see 88 or 86 rather, he makes the perfect block on the safety or the linebacker. I'm not really sure what that is. And then this tight end here gets out on the cornerback, seals that block, and I'm just walking in for an easy touchdown. So that play is really simple, but basically using any double drags concept is going to be good as well. As I'm going to show you guys one from this particular formation. I'm also going to show you guys one from the North Texas playbook, because I actually think the North Texas one might be a little bit more versatile. But I'm going to set them up the exact same way. So the play is going to be the mesh spot. This play here, all I really have to do is set this up. I mean, number one, if I want to, I could motion this guy out and make him an out route once again. But I find it's best to put him on an in route and then custom stamp him up to about a 10-yard in route, which is going to be a setup that's going to be the exact same that I'm going to show you in North Texas in a minute. But basically, this route here, concept here is going to pull back so that the crossing, drags, and the B receiver can both get open. But if it's a zone coverage, a lot of people like to throw this running back right away. If you see the cornerback drop back there, you can just hit that running back and he'll be open every single time. But that's only if the cornerback drops back. If the cornerback doesn't drop back, say he drops down to a cover 2, once again, cover 2 is going to stop that. But every other zone coverage is going to get open against very quickly and very easily. After that, you really just have your drags, which are going to be your man beaters. As you can see here, I might have waited a little bit long to get to that guy because I couldn't turn field. But this is another common concept you're going to find in a lot of formations. Just read these drags, and like I said, right here, boom, guy just opens up right over the middle for a very easy touchdown because they're following the drags. You got a lot of zones here. You can see all these linebackers and safeties, they're all dropping in the middle. At the moment, we have 3 zones sitting in the middle of the field. But once these drags come through and stretch everything out, you can see how 86 is just sitting in the middle of the field for a very easy touchdown. And if I go back to North Texas, I just want to show that this exact same play with this exact same setup is in the gun tight open also, the mesh spot. You can see how we have the exact same look. And then last but not least, I'm going to switch over to my Alabama offensive ebook to show you guys a play that's also found in my Georgia offensive ebook. But I just want to show that all these ebooks have really good plays. And the formation is going to be the bunch open offset. This is a play here that I've showed in a couple of unstoppable play videos, as we're going to show a play called the dig return, which, like I said, is also in the gun bunch in Georgia. They both have a dig return version. This play is completely unstoppable. So let's go and let's pick that. Now, all 3 of these routes will get open. The RB receiver will get open against man. The A flat route will get open against zone. But the B receiver is going to get open against both, as the zone coverages are going to get pulled apart by the direction of the 2 other receivers, allowing the B receiver to get open inside when it's against zone coverage and outside against man. So I'm really just going to watch the B receiver. Right here, you can see he gets covered right away. Got to wait till he goes outside. He's wide open for the touchdown. If I get a zone coverage, it's going to be the exact opposite. We're going to have to throw it in between. As you can see here, we see how the zones get spread apart by the 2 other routes. As we can see against zone coverage, all the zone defenders get cleared out by the other 2 routes, leaving this guy wide open for a very easy catch in between the zones. And that was against his zone coverage, but it has the exact same effect against man coverage, as these spin dig routes just get wide open outside every single time. If your opponent tries to cover that up, though, there are other options on the play. As like I said, the RB receiver can get open against man over the middle, even though he didn't hang on to the ball there. And then the flat zone here can get open outside underneath zone, although that looked like it might have been a man coverage, I'm not really sure. But you can see how the flat route can get open as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I already put out 5 unstoppable play videos kind of like this that have a lot of really good plays that could also work in these situations. So if you want to see that, have that pop up on screen. So just click links, and until next time, thanks for watching, man. Munch it out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.